Hello, everyone, and welcome to an evening with WIT Heidi Hood Talk Street News Journalism Talk Show. This is a Sunday evening. I normally don't do this on a Sunday, and this is a part two of world events, church conflict. Is it compromising with the world? Is it? That was my first prelude. I did a part two. There was one I was talking about. They wouldn't let it go. I don't know why. It was three of them they wouldn't upload. So I was like, I just deleted them. I didn't feel like going through the hassle. So plus I needed to, release some things. So now I'm I am using my husband's phone and I had to delete some of his storage because he had a lot of unnecessary just repeat pictures and stuff. So some of that stuff I just sent, to his phone or my phone. So yeah, you guys, I got my little Christmas earrings right here. Yeah, they're gold. They're like a gold. And this is called what is this called? It's called Grante time, or I forget the name of this. What is this called? Let me put my glasses on so I can see what this say here. This is called, what in the world is the name of this lipstick? It's called, it's a High Shine Brilliance. Oh, Sangria. And I just fell in love with this color. And I ordered it online. And I think I like it because it's like a wine, a dark wine. Like a really dark wine. With a violet, like an African violet, but it has like a brown, dark, deep brown wine. It's almost like a mahogany. It's not brown though. So yeah, y'all. Like I was saying before, it's a lot going on in the world. I'm hearing about the dollar being stopped. This is what I'm hearing on the hood streets of YouTube hood streets, that the dollar is no longer being made. So is this going to be a cashless society or what? The world is going around in circles. The church is going around in circles. The church is compromising. No more dress codes. Anything go. When you're on an enemy's territory, when you're on his territory, they have their dress codes, which mean their dress codes mean anything goes, depending on what part of the world you're working with. So, and then I was watching a movie, it might be an old movie, but they were like wearing the muzzles over their face, and I'm like, and then you'll notice some people still wearing them, and then if you walk past them, they have like an odor. It's because all their toxins is going back in their body and has nowhere to escape. I elaborated on this quite a few times. So it's like you got to breathe it in if you don't have your muzzle on. So I think that's pretty unsanitary and gross. And I feel like it's another form of depopulation, allegedly. Because if you keep breathing that stuff in, after a while you're going to get sick, because your toxins that God made for you to blow out and also breathe in the air and the oxygen that he has given one, is not being operated because they're covering their nose and mouth with a muzzle. Like I say, only the professional doctors should be wearing that. So to cover themselves from germs. But yeah, anything go. You can't say nothing. If you start saying terms out of the Bible, that could be a problem. Like I said, I don't know what I said on my other videos. I probably was spitting some real stuff. I know some people that be saying some stuff straight up and they stuff don't get, failed or whatever. I was told that I can find out the reason why. I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure it was probably the content of something that I said. So, yeah, y'all. Honey. Now they saying the water, they saying the water, stopped. So, let me burn me some incense up in here, y'all. Let me move this incense. I don't like breathing the incense in. Too strong around my nose. I wish y'all could see all of me. This is my second house. And these are my little baby, little lights, little lamp lights for Christmas. I do celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Resurrection. I no longer celebrate Turkey Day for various reasons of what I've heard would happen to black Indians. So I'm not celebrating anything that enslaved anyone. So it is what it is. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is all for fair use, educational learning. You know what I'm saying? That's right. This is original class hop. That's right, Miss Class in session. My own slogans. Self-made designs, creativity, head crowns. Make your request known for Christmas now. That's right, 313-971-7779. And someone will take your order. I'm giving out free crowns, free chokers, free wristbands with stones, crystals, beads, you name it. It's all original. It's not like nobody else's and no beauty supply nowhere. Okay? That's right, made from the USA, baby. Yeah. And see, that's another thing we got to think about, too. When you getting stuff from these other countries, you know what I'm saying, and you purchasing and you making them rich, and also I'm hearing that we controlled by another country, and that's why a lot of stuff is happening, and stuff is just, things are going on with people's, we're dealing with cards and chips and all these electronic type of things to control people from what I'm hearing allegedly. But the thing about that is, when you have your own, it helps make your place sufficient. Then for you to make other people's place sufficient and doing everything for them, but then when it comes time for you, it's the other way around. So this is what we're dealing with in the world, a world of greed and selfishness and materialism. Welcome to An Evening with WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show. That's right, Hotty Totty back on the rampage again, baby. Independent black journalism, multi-variety journalism, arts and crafts. That's right, entertainment, class hop, world news events. And the enemy's running out of time, so basically he's trying to get as many souls as possible from any era, top, middle, bottom, middle, top. He don't care. He's out to kill, steal, and destroy, seeking whom he may devour. He is coming to even mess with the Lord's people, backsliders and all, to sift them as wheat and try to conquer them, to take them where he reside, which is Hades. So he controls and runs highly strange avenue. Hello. It's all about everybody want to get rich quick, not knowing what the consequences are going to be. I'm not saying you can't be wealthy and be in the Lord, but everybody is saying the Lord has blessed them when they are working for the enemy. A lot of them have sold their lives and surrendered their soul, even though the Bible says all souls belong to the Lord. No one can take your soul. Now your soul can go somewhere else when the white throne judgment comes. But during the first judgment, it kind of gives an indication, of where your soul will go and what permission you will have allowed for your spirit to be free. Because when your spirit is free, those that you left behind can still feel it. So, y'all, I'm telling you, we are living in the end times. I'm hearing stories about the dollar. The dollar is no longer being made. And this is what I'm hearing on YouTube streets. I don't know how true this is. I hope that it's not. So folks is going crazy, trying to have cash. Bank people looking at you sideways, like, why you getting all your money out? And you want to leave your money in the bank because you want to leave something to your kids. You don't want to have stuff around the house like that because anybody could get it. Unfortunately, we don't know what to do, because it's like it's up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, y'all. So I'm chilling on this Sunday. All right. This is my first Sunday. I'm using my husband's phone. This is my first Sunday. I'd like to also thank all of my followers, those who have already donated. I even donated to myself by accident. I thought I was doing something, and I messed around and sent $50 to myself. So, I'm just going to leave it on there. But I want to thank, there was a gentleman, he's an artist, a CEO artist. He donated to my channel. So I would like to thank him and give a shout out to him. And he was supposed to be donating again. I think last Friday didn't reach. This Friday he's supposed to donate again. So I'm grateful and thankful for whatever he or anyone else donates to my show, my talk show, where I bring news, spirituality, world events, and the church is compromising. It is compromising. Like I told y'all before, it's going to hell in a handbasket because of compromisation. And I'm not even saying that nobody got to be perfect. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I do not drink champagne on Sunday. You guys know I just only drink. This is called exotic fruit. I will have my nails done. I will be doing a show probably Christmas Eve. So I'm going to see if my son wants to. We're going to take out my adopted son and his fiance and kids to an Ethiopian restaurant there. I don't think they ever had all-you-can-eat Ethiopian feast. They give you a towel to clean your hands with scalding hot water. And I used to take my son to one here in Detroit in a town called Greektown where they had a fireplace. It was so beautiful, but they don't have it anymore. They moved like out of town, far out. So it's like Ann Arbor's like 45 minutes or longer. I'm not sure. I traveled through there with my husband, but I don't. I think it's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on which way you go. I guess I don't know. I would never travel that far. I don't travel real far. I go so far after that, I don't go any further. My husband's like, what if it's an emergency? You might have to do this. I used to have dreams that I was driving in New York, and I didn't have a driver's license at that time. But the Lord was just showing me that I was going to drive one day and that I would be able to maneuver around. But I have faith. I don't doubt myself. But New York, I don't know, man. Because you be thinking you follow the directions. You don't know where you're going to end up with and what kind of nuts you're going to end up around. So you got to know your directions. You got to know, and you just can't depend on Google and maps and stuff. You got to learn directions. And you can read signs. It'll tell you. I helped my son. Not my son. I helped my husband. I keep saying my son and my husband. And I told my husband, go left, go left. I think that's the way back to Detroit. We was in Indiana. I said, go that way because we're going around in circles. And I said, well, try that way. Try that way. I think that's what they were saying. Sure enough, that was the right pathway. Because had I been there, I probably have eventually went that way. And then it had led us and said, going to Detroit. So you just have to stay on that main road and don't get off that main road. So you might see something saying, oh, Lansing or whatever. You just got to know. It'll say that, but you just got to keep going and keep going and keep going until you find out. Once I get to a certain area, I know exactly where I'm at. I know how to get home. Yeah, y'all. This is my beautiful lights. Yeah, this is my beautiful lights. I hope y'all can see it. Yeah, this is my beautiful lights. That's a little one there. And then I got a little heater going on here. And yep, we got another little heater going on. Because my bathroom radiator is the only one that works, so And it's going to cost a lot of money to get these radiators fixed. This is my second home. So I am at my second house. That's right. I'm at my second house. And that my husband gave me. He gave me both houses. And as a coming into being his woman, before being his wife. But I could have put my name on it then, but I didn't. So I took a chance because I normally would have did that first. But I put it on after, and he was going to do that anyway because he didn't want to lose me. So that was very nice of him. I'm telling y'all, they saying the water is no longer drying, it stops. So then I'm hearing stories about that. It's a conflicting situation. I don't know what's going on, but I know they were talking about it didn't get warm and it get cold. So I'm hearing different stories about some crazy stuff that's going on about the weather. I'm not going to say what I want to say, but whatever it is, the Lord is allowing it, and he's going to allow it for whatever time frame he wants to do it. So welcome to Evening Wit, WIT Heidi. That's right, self-made designs, creativity, my own slogans, okay? That's right, class hop. Miss Class, class in session. I'm also coming with Miss Class Productions. That's right, Miss Class Productions. That was something else I wanted to share with you guys. It's kind of old, but it's the proper way to say it because I have been adding and taking stuff in and out. Just like I'm trying to see, is this the one? Can't see without my glasses, so I said this before, and here it is. Oh, I got it. Okay, I found it. Okay. Yeah, I said some other things. Oh, that was the other one that I had put. I don't even have my pen on there, but I still could do the same thing because I probably could use my my eye makeup and add that to it. Gotta keep a pen up here. Yeah, so I like to say a shout out to my stepsister, Alina, in Oakland, California. I go round. I don't like using my makeup. This is my good stuff here. This is my stuff. I don't be want to use that for no stuff. I'm hanging out late tonight, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do. It's so-called, you don't even want to get out the car, it's so-called. But then when you get in these stores, like when I went to the store, I was shopping, doing some Christmas shopping for my adopted grandchildren. I didn't put no sweater on because when I get that store, I start getting hot and I'll get lightheaded and I start taking everything off. So I said, you know what, just enjoy this cold weather. You got a thick shawl on and I was able to wear it throughout the whole store because my arms was whatever I had. I think I had on a turtleneck or something. It was very thin though. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, y'all. So that's what I'm hearing. They talk. This is what I'm hearing in the streets, y'all. This is what I'm hearing in the streets. And this is one of my colors that I'm using. I don't know if I showed you guys already my colors. This is one of my colors that I'm using. This is like a tangerine yarn. And this is one of the stones. Oh, I got some stuff on it. Let's get on there. And this is really beautiful. It's like an orange. No, it's a pink. It's a pink and you could stretch it. So it's going to be like a crown. All of my stuff is very original. And it'll have some burgundy and some sparkle. I got something on this, so this will not be going back up here because I got to rinse it off. But yeah, I'm chilling. In my second, I was going to put something on, but now I got the heat going and my blood circulating. Shoot, honey. I don't think I want to put nothing else on. Shoot. Yeah, I'm in my kitchen. Woo. Dang, this gown I got on the stick, I think I'm going to turn the other heat off. I'm going to pull this back some. One thing about up here in Sky High Dilemma, where I'm at, I don't know if upper houses or down. I don't know if it's a difference between upper houses and down. I really don't know. But I know my room gets really cold. Certain rooms get certain cold. In my my downstairs home, and this is like my second home upstairs above my first house. So basically, it's two. So I'm not across town anywhere. I will be having something across town, and but it will be something different. It won't be a regular single home or double home or any. It'll be when I get it. I mentioned it before, but I'll wait till I get it, and then I can show you guys outside what I have. Yeah, so like I said, I normally don't do shows on Saturday. I don't do, I'm sorry, Saturday too, but mainly Sunday. I had to move that heat back. So y'all like my necklace? Yeah. Yeah, this is a new one I never wore before. This is my first time. It's got my hair back here, y'all. My hair is looking crazy. It's looking crazy. And this is like a turtleneck. It's a turtleneck like a mink, velvet mesh. It's a long, really long. You can look at it like this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I got these, my husband's slippers on. I don't know if y'all can see me. So I'm going to do my toenail. I'm going to do my own toenail. It's too cold to even go get my toes done. I want to go get a pedicure because I like getting a massage on my feet. And I'm like, dang. I wanted to go this weekend. I'm like, it's too cold. I'm like, I'm going to just do my own feet. I really like going. I like going for the massage and letting them do my toes. Because my toenails didn't grow. Because they say I don't ever have no toenails. They say, you don't have no toenails. Ain't nothing to polish. And it'll be only a couple of toenails. So now all of them is long. They like too long now. I let them grow way out. So they got to cut them and trim them down. So my nails get real long too. But I bite them. So yeah, I was looking at one of my videos. I had all my hair hanging out. I had gray hair and stuff hanging out. I was looking crazy and stuff. I'm like, I can't stand no gray hair. I hate it. People, that's a part of life. I know. But I still don't like gray hair. Especially sticking out. You seeing nothing sticking out here? It's all in, baby. I put rinse in mine. I use wax though. Because rinse on my hair ain't gonna hold no rinse. Yeah, so. Yeah, this is my hair here. Yep. This is what I'm hearing. The dollar. They talking about the dollar is no longer being made. Is this accurate? Anybody that know, leave a comment on my YouTube channel, An Evening with WIT Heidi on YouTube. Near a hood near you. YouTube on a hood in a hood. What's it on a hood? How I go? On a hood. YouTube hood. On a YouTube hood near you. Please let me know. Cause I'm gonna check the regular news too. I'm not gonna just go by local stuff, but we do get a lot of underground journalism that's really hot, be on fire. Independent journalism. Some people bloggers come out there. I don't use that terminology. I don't use that. I'm original. You know what I'm saying? So, this ain't no time. This ain't no time to be trying to get involved on the enemy's territory, trying to get rich real quick. Because the enemy comes to sift somebody that's weak. You can be independent, you know what I'm saying? Watch what you do. Be limited with what certain things that you do. But whatever you do, only what we do for Christ will last. So, using your talent for him is very more important than anything. So I must say that. But this is what I'm hearing. So what people that got all the money, you know what I'm saying? And then who wants to use coins and who wants to use a car? Because when you use a car, that can eventually go out too. What happens if the system goes down on that? It's better to have the cash. The cash is going to be of value. But as far as like getting it out of the bank and it's gonna be you walk around with a card, you can't never use cash, man. That's a bunch of baloney, man. That's a bunch of baloney. I don't like that at all. Nope. I don't like it at all. Okay? I don't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it at all. Mm-mm. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Mm-mm. Because that's forcing the person to do something that they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. They should have options. 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 Option. I got option. I got option. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have options, that's being unfair to mankind and human. And why would that be unfair? Does anybody know that answer? Why would it be unfair for them to not give us options to choose between a coin, a dollar, a card, however you want to name it? And I don't have a problem. I need to learn more technical things. I need to learn all this computerized stuff. My thing is, those are computers. And if those computers and those technologies are being controlled by another country that's making up all these rules or these chips and so on and so forth, according to what I'm hearing from on YouTube, I don't know if these things are true, all allegedly. Like I said, it's for fair use, educational purposes, learning, and more. But you know how I feel. Some things I feel is a fact in my mind. But, you know, I have to say allegedly to y'all. Unless it's actually out there and everybody know about it. Then I can say, yeah, it is because it was seen. But, you know, this particular guy, this guy on YouTube, most of his stuff is accurate. This young man has a gift of seeing things. He has a gift of prediction. He's like a Nostradamus. But he also may possibly have inside information. I don't agree with everything he says as far as spirituality or whatever, but most of the stuff I do, you know. As far as his personal life, I really don't care. I don't, you know, whether I agree with it or disagree with it, that's irrelevant to me. But I like a lot of things about him. I'm not going to say who he is, but he is a blogger, and he is the one that brought it forth about this dollar. So, and there's a lot of people that be bringing up different things or whatever. This probably is going to come out now, so I don't know if I'm the first person that's saying it after him. So, but I'm not saying I came up with it. I'm saying I heard, but I don't have to say where I heard it from because, like I say, ain't nobody putting nothing on my Cash App for me to say anything about anything. And these are some of the things that I bought for my adopted children. And this is one of the jeans here for one of my adopted daughters. And here is one of the tops. It's like a little, oh, it's too bright over here. It's like a little princess top. It has like it's like a princess. It's really pretty with lace. You look up on it, it's close with lace. Very beautiful. So I take good care of my adoptions and here's another one here. Very beautiful. These are beautiful colors. This is like a pink. This is a pink. Yeah, it's a jacket. So my adopted grandchildren are gonna look nice. Yeah. Got them a lot of beautiful things. Lots of things. All of these things down here is for my adopted grandchildren. Boots and shoes and so on and so forth. This ain't no round the corner kind of shopping, baby. I ordered this stuff online. Pay a lot of bread and dough for it. And I also went to a popular store to get some for one of my adopted boy, one of his oldest daughters. So I've got a lot of her stuff out of the store. And I may have ordered her a few things offline. Then I got There's three other ones. They're not my adopted grandchildren, but they're his girlfriend's other kids. They're not his kids. So I said it's Christmas time, so I'm gonna do something unto the Lord to do something for them as well. So only what you do for Christ will last. Only what you do for Christ will last. Oh, only what you do for Christ will last. Only what you do for Christ will last. Oh, only what you do for Christ will last. I walk out on the streets. They hear it in my feet. I walk out on the ground. Don't see me looking around. Don't see me looking down. I go round and round. I talking on the streets. They hear it in my beat. I walk out on my feet. Dope boys cuz and Sue Whoops no. Don't get mad when you gotta go. Count on, count on, count on. Count on Jesus. Count on him. Yeah. He'll make you glad. Won't make you sad. Count on Jesus. Count on, count on, count on, count on, count on. Count on Jesus. Count on, count on, count on, count on, count on. Count on Jesus. Count on him. Well, count on Jesus. To all my gang members, dope boys, cuz, hookers, pros, walking the street. How did I do? I said dope boys. Okay. To all my... Okay. My bad, y'all. To all my gang members, dope boys too, hookers, pros, walking the street. Jesus loves you and want to save you free. That's a little rap, gospel rap. Yeah, it made a little something Sunday, Supposed to be every day, I know. Yeah, y'all. Woo! I'm taking this stuff called Vira. It works so good. It's getting all that fluid out of my throat. It's making me breathe better. It's working around my pancreas. It's doing a lot of things. So when I go get my x-rays, hopefully everything will be good. I ain't worried. I'm in the hands of the Lord, because those who are left behind, those who are with the Lord that are left will be caught up in the air. He says, the dead in Christ shall rise first, and those who remain will be caught up in the air. Most people call it rapture. So we are in the end times. The Lord is about to break them clouds. He about to make the devil frown. He about to spin the world up and down, round and round. Don't look on the ground, look up. It's like 7 Up. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. What did I have in my hand? See, here I go tripping again, y'all. I start tripping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Losing stuff. Yeah, honey. Start losing stuff. I had something in my hand, honey. I'll be, Cause it's getting late, Y'all like my ring? Jesus is the answer for the world today. For there, how's it go? Above him there's no other. Dark outside. Jesus is the way. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. For the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Hey, Jesus is the way. Somebody's knocking and it must be Jesus. Let him in, yeah. Somebody's knocking and it must be Jesus. Let him in, yeah. That's my old, I think that's my whole old childhood song from Green Pastures Church in Oakland, California. This is a march. Back then, we would march down the aisles. They don't do that much anymore. Some churches do it, very few, but a lot of people don't march down the aisles. And I also like the candlelight services, like for Christmas time, like Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I like the lights, and they walk down the aisleway and they sing like very soft. The lights would be out in the church, and it'd be something like, it won't be too dark, but it'd be soft and mellow, and anointed just come in. It'd be like a wind blowing, like an air blowing with the lights and walk. A lot of apostolic churches don't that they do that. I can barely have stuttering. A lot of apostolic churches do that, especially the small storefronts. You don't see too much of that in these big churches. And they used to do foot washings too. I don't know if anybody out there know about the foot washing. They used to do the foot washing. Yep, foot washing. They don't do foot washing no more. They don't do foot washing no more. Never alone. I don't have to worry 'cause I'm never alone. Never alone, no. He walks. Y'all excuse me. Beside me. I got a little flat there. He walks beside me, and he talks inside me. Yeah, yeah. Never alone. We just sing songs like that. I don't have to worry 'cause I'm never alone. That was off key right there. Never alone. I don't have to worry 'cause I'm never alone. Never alone. No. He talks. He talks. He talks. He talks inside me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Never alone. I don't have to worry 'cause I'm never alone. No, 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 no. I'm never, no, no, na, 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 yeah. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 no. Never alone. I started going all kind of different octaves. I was trying to go back like, na, yeah, na, na, na. Let me forget the key. Na, na, na. Never alone. Nope, that's off key. Na, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There I go. You off key, you gotta know when you off key. You can't try to be. I don't like when people, they be doing like auditions. They'll be off key and they'll act like it ain't nothing. They'll be, nah, man, you better go back and fix it. You better not. You really been not doing it for nobody. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I hear about the dollar. So that's, man, oh my gosh, we are living in the last of the last. If you can't see it, I feel sorry for you. Blind lead the blind, you both fall in the ditch. I don't want to be blind these last days. Because that's exactly why I celebrate this. I truly believe the birth of the Lord. Whether it's on that day or not, don't matter to me. I just don't understand why they make all these. They make Black History and Christmas in the code. I got some new stuff coming for Black History, y'all. So it's some dynamite. It's dynamite fire. Okay, it's about. I want to talk about it so bad, but I can't. I gotta wait because I took notes. So I'm so glad I'm taking this stuff called Vara because it helps my memory. So I told my husband, I'm like, you watching other people, you better be watching your wife, supporting your wife, you know. Because I got everybody be watching my stuff. You can watch. I like watching other people's stuff too, but I'm like, you better support my show. Because he got his own page, like, you gotta tell people to watch your wife, donate to her show. He said he be watching me. I'm like, yeah, I know he watched my story. I send him my stuff, I send it. But like I sent a show or something like that, like he got a nephew, his nephew be watching my stuff. So I'll be sending stuff to him. Yeah. I thank God for my son. I got my boy here in Detroit. He's so smart. He got spiritual discernment. God been using him since he was little. He kind of like went this way and that way, like we all do. You know what I'm saying? But he making his peace with the Lord. He getting closer to the Lord because he knows we living in the last days. And he don't want to be lost. And he knows what's ahead. He knows what it looks like. So he got the most powerful ministry evangelist grandmother in the world. So can't miss that. We missed that ticket. That was for our own accountability, you know what I'm saying? So he be telling me, like, giving me, like, the things that a parent would tell a child, like, to give them that wisdom. He has that old man syndrome wisdom. And he'll say, well, you know, Mom, why don't you try doing it this way? Well, maybe if you try it this way and you do it unto the Lord, it'll come back, which I normally know. But some things, when you let your flesh get in the way, you don't want to do that. And I've been watching him do that since he was a child, when this boy had fell out in the middle of the street. And he looked up and he saw my son. And the Bible says, your enemies shall see your enemy. He said, I will let your enemy, you will see the reward of your enemy before your face. He had made some threats, called my son out of his name, using B word or whatever. But my son was more church than me, and I was taking him to church. He was an usher. He had his little gloves, his little pen. He used to bring more kids to church than me. And he helped some lady. Her son was in a wheelchair. He was being fed through a tube. And she said, your son helped me with my son. You know, a lot of kids don't want to be around my son because of his condition. But she said, he helped me take my child to the van. I said, oh, yeah. Oh. And I thought that was so beautiful. And he would pass out the little flyer. So he felt like with all that and all my experience in church and what I did for that boy in the wheelchair and how I think, it doesn't matter how many, Bloods and Crips and Yellows and Purples and Green gang members he was around. At the end of the day, he knows the truth and he knows the way. Someone said something to him about a cat, and they were trying to be mean or trying to get him to be mean towards the cat. He looked at him like something was wrong with them, like they was on something. You got me messed up. Because that's one of his callings is animals. He love them. Yep, animals and young folks. He knows how to, work with them. That's his gift. He like, try it this way. And I do it, and you just never know what reward is going to come. Not necessarily a material thing. It could be anything beyond material that God may do for someone, instead of someone looking for materialistic things, So he's never been that way. So I'm so proud of him, He's not behind the scenes. He don't like all the attention and cameras and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing, y'all. Welcome to An Evening with Heidi, the multi-variety show. It brings news, world events, and more. And this is the word on the street. And I have been thinking about it. I said, well, oh, it's getting late. It's almost time for my bedtime, y'all. So I don't come and cut this short because I'm getting to shoot. I want to stay up because I need to finish this choker. But I'm going to have that choker. If I don't have nothing but that choker, I'm going to have that beautiful choker ready. So I hope y'all like my bracelets. Yeah. Well, I thought I was hearing something. Yep. Did my cat come back in? Yeah, he came back in. Well, I don't like him out at night. Look like my sangria leaving. I'm telling y'all. And then they said it dried up. I don't know what that was about. Them saying that it dried up. The water. They said something was going on, so I don't know what's going on. But as I hear people, they say all kinds of crazy things, that I would never say. So I don't understand why they didn't upload 3 of my videos. And one of them is fire. So I'm trying to think, did I keep that one or did I delete it? I might have kept that one. I'm not sure, but I hope not, because that had a lot of powerful topics. Like I say, y'all, Black History, I got some stuff coming. And it's scripted because I'm doing a freestyle right now. This is scripted. I will do some freestyle, and so I have no music. I turn my Christmas lights out on Sunday. I have no lights. I only have my little small tree in front of my porch on the side, and it lights up white. And then my husband gave me some lights from his bike, and they're green, and everything else stays off. Except for tonight, Sunday. These will be going off when I leave. Yeah, this is a sangria. I had a wonderful dinner. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. I had broccoli, red potatoes that my husband made some red potato. When he get the Alabama blood in, that's probably why I feel the way I feel. When he put in my potatoes, I'll watch him. No, man. This is making me sleepy. I like this because it's dark. See how dark it is? Let me see if I can get in the light up under here. Let me see. Lighting is everything. You know what I'm saying? Lighting is everything, So, yeah, I love these. I ordered these. These are gold. They are so beautiful. And these are pink and blue, and looks like there's a little lemon. Yeah, slight lemon there. It looks like a lemon. Is that a lemon? Looks like a lemon. Oh, it's an off-white. Looks like a lemon. Yeah, this is a new one. I never wore this one before, so it has like a little light stars or something on it, like little light connections or something. I don't know. Yeah, these are the ones that I have here. Yeah, and this, like I said, this is a turtleneck. Yeah, I love this sangria time. It's called sangria time. I'm not gonna say who's by, cause I ain't doing no free commercials for nobody. But I like it cause I'm gonna cover the name up. But look, it has like let me see something here. Let me see. Hold on. See the little lips? It has little lips on it. It's a lipstick and it has lips in the front. And that's the color. It looks like that, but it's really dark. It just looks like that through the camera. But this is how it looks. And it's called sangria. So I don't know if that's French, Spanish. I don't know. So yeah, y'all. So what do y'all feel about? It's probably why they cut my stuff off, because I was talking about. Oh, what do y'all feel about people? All these people coming over here in our town. What do you feel about that? What do you feel about it being an overload here in America? What if there's an overload? If there's an overload, you got to watch out for Diseases. The Bible talks about in the last days, famine, diseases. There will be diseases you never heard of before. Come on, somebody. So it's important to take your vitamin D, omega-369, vitamin E. Take all the holistic things that you need. See your doctor for what's necessary, but mainly detox and take care of yourself. Whatever ailments that you're dealing with, put it in the hands in the name of Jesus. And God is a healer, a deliverer, a savior. He's a merciful, graceful God. He is a forgiving God. He accepts repentance. And so you just enjoy your life, and thank God you have a chance to repent. Some people leave here and didn't get that chance. They didn't get that chance, whether they were in the church or out of the church or in and out of the church. Or some is in the church and they're not physically out, but mentally and spiritually they are. They think they're in, but they're not. That's really bad when you think you in and you not. Ooh, come on. The Lord dealing with me. And it's possible, and that has happened in my life, not necessarily with religion. Well, there are some things like I used to didn't believe in the gangster gospel rap. I was against this young girl say, "You gotta be open minded, Heidi. You can't." I'm like, man, I don't want to hear this because I was a street, mizam, dizam. You know what I'm saying? It had it going on all up and down the strizip, in San Francisco, Had it all balling down on the strizip, zizzle. I added extra I in there. And I wasn't trying to be all religious because sometimes you've been out there, you get in, you don't want to go back, so you be extra religious. That's very dangerous to be extra religious because then you end up going back. Be so holy up you can't come down. I used to be so holy I'd be floating around the air like there's no problem in the world. There's no problem in the world. And when reality hit, the problems hit, I was like, oh no, man, whether it was in the church or just survival, or both. I had to deal with crazy people in the church, and then I had to deal with survival and dealing with starvation and dealing with not having a man to help me. Not that I couldn't get a man, I just was a picky person. I had a few friends that looked off on me here and there, And then I even had some good church guys that was around my son that was a blessing in my son's life. So God did bless me with some people. But the stuff that I had to see, and then the survival, and I was paying my tithes, and it depends on where you're paying your tithes, and that's a kind of a gray area too, because I was paying my tithes, but I was still starving. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to pay my tithes because I ain't gonna have no food and ain't nobody coming to my aid. So, and then if you are paying your tithes and you're in a church that provides, like take you to supermarkets and stuff, you're good to go. I know a Baptist church like that. They take you to the market. They don't take you to no hand-me-down food place. I know a church in God in Christ, lady, and it was a nice church. I liked that church. I liked it. It was fun. The pastor was cool. I know Church of God in Christ people. I know Apostolic. I like Presbyterian. And there's even some few cool Catholic people that start laying hands on folks. I'm like, okay, y'all laying hands now? Okay. I was like, oh, my mama would be shouting right now. They walk around in Bruce Lee outfits. I thought they was martial art people. And I was doing some slave labor, and I asked them to pray for me. They lay hands. I was like, oh, y'all doing it in the name of Jesus? I was like, all right now, go ahead on. Some church called Holy Son. I was like, I'm going to come see y'all. All right, I ain't never been to Catholic church before. I know I had a dream I was in one when we was in the end times. So there are going to be some Catholic people that do make it in. So don't think that. There's going to be a lot of churches that's not. So, because of the compromisation of the world, whether they need money, whatever the reason may be, I don't know. But that's a lot of the reasons, folks, they take, say, oh, well, I'm going to help us, so we'll just go along, whatever, to get along, and afraid to rebuke something, especially with freedom of speech. From what I'm hearing about freedom of speech, is being taken and we being deprived. We got to watch what we say, because that's a lot of stuff I can say I don't say. But if that's what's happening, and that I need to start wrapping these clothes up, putting them in the gift bags, putting them around this tree. I was thinking about getting a big red tree. I was thinking about it. I still might get a big red tree. I don't know. That's because with that decoration, they got so many gifts, it ain't even gonna fit around that tree. So I'm thinking about just putting like a couple of items there and then put the rest. I'm thinking about probably go to the mall and get a tree. because I got to get my son a few items for Christmas. But yeah, so you know, anything goes, so you can't say nothing, you can't rebuke certain things, you can't preach against certain things, and the world, since the enemy has his children twisting things around for what it really is, churches are saying, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, we can all be whatever, it's okay, God loves us all. Yeah. So if I can do what I want, and some people are like, well, as long as I'm not doing nobody wrong, as long as I'm not taking that, as long as I'm not, backbiting on nobody or doing anything wrong to anybody, whatever habits I have, God will work with me and he will deliver me. However, that is inaccurate. Because you can be the greatest person in the world, the biggest giver. You don't smoke, you don't cuss, you don't do none of that, and still go into the lake of Hades. Why? Because we must acknowledge that we are sinners, and we must repent and confess of all unrighteousness and all ungodliness, knowingly, unknowingly, willfully, and that God will be a deliverer of us to help us live a sanctified, holy life. It's not, and it's definitely not an easy life. Because I've been in and out of the church umpteen times, dealing with crazy church folks, psychotics. People, you looking for a perfect church? No, there is no such thing as a we are the ones that make it be what it's supposed to be. And if you don't welcome that and you don't allow that, you hinder the power of God. And when you hinder the power of God, you anger him. And when you anger him, things happen, unfortunately, to people and this world because of rebellion. We too busy looking at looks, looking at who. A woman coming in there with a man, you're jealous. Or a man coming in there with a woman, a man is jealous. And in these days, anything go. People don't care as long as you bring in that dough. They want you to drop it at the dough, drop it on the floor. And that's when the Lord said, you make my house a den of thieves. And he kicked that thing open back in the day in Jerusalem days. I was watching some man, he be showing Israel. It looked like it's 3D, like you actually there. I was like, wow, I feel like I was actually there, some part of Israel. It was real. I feel like it was like 3D, walking us through it. I might watch him tonight, so I ain't got nothing to do. Tomorrow, I got to do some, my husband got to help me with some work on the computer. But that's it. Yeah, I got, then my cat got a appointment. If I don't find him a basket, I'm going to have to reschedule because he don't get it on any old basket. He'll go crazy and start cutting up. I got to give him medicine because he got to go get his teeth cleaned. It's my baby. So, and you see your animals, they disappear, they're gone. They're going straight to heaven. They don't have to stand judgment like humans. And you tell your animal, you say, well, pray for me because I know you're going to make it. But the animal's looking back at you like you have to live a holy life. You have to live a holy life with the Lord. You have to live that life. I can pray for you, but I can't get you in. I only can stand in proxy for you. But I am pure and I am holy. Although they do bad things, spirits do get in animals or whatever. But they still would make it in. Because they're innocent. They don't know sin. There was a lady, my son said, she was the first lady. She said, no, that's not true. All animals won't make it in. They were having a class or something. And she was trying to say it was her church. If I own a church, it's not my church. I just own it. It belongs to the Lord. So whoever and whatever he say goes. I could pick some stranger kid out of the group to come play the drums. God want to use that child, might want to deliver that child. Before I pick my cousin or my nephew, because that's my cousin and nephew, but they got a whole bunch of demons in them. Come on, somebody. And the church is going to hell in a handbasket because of this. You put family in these positions because they're your family. You got your wife blinged out while the next person and I'm not saying you're not supposed to be blinged out and look good or whatever at church or whatever. But my thing is if you have everybody in the church that's wealthy, then maybe you can do that. But that's not good either because you can always have a poor person that come in. I'm not saying you should be lowly. The Bible does talk about be lowly. It doesn't mean that you low down or you're low. But you lowly means you see pastors. A lot of these pastors, they have t-shirts on and they have jackets. They have a dress shirt on, but they have a jacket over it. Those are true evangelists. Those are men that got money You know what I'm saying? And they're not materialistic. They're out to feed the poor, clean, clothe the naked, visit the prisoners and the widow and all that stuff, so that the Lord won't say, "Depart from me." So they make sure there's a time to dress up and do all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you and your wife is going out of town, yeah, you can bling bling out. You know, we was at this one church and the pastor was trying to get everybody to give money to this man, talking about he taking his wife out on a vacation. So I guess they got there, they were paying for to get them back, but they was also trying to raise money so he could take his wife on a vacation. Are you serious? Are you serious? The church is materialistic and the Lord is coming to destroy it. He is only coming for his children that have followed his way and those who come back to him. But how dare you? I looked at my husband. I don't know if we was married at that time or we was courting. But because I'm a veteran, like my husband, he grew up, he was in the military 20 years. So he's kind of got a conflicting situation, but his daddy was a minister. So he grew up apostolic, was baptized apostolic. So he do know some things. He could discern and pick up a lot of things, but I'm a specialist in these areas. You have your dental cleaner, and then you have your dental hygienist. Because my last dentist, they changed they don't have a hygienist no more. They got just a dental cleaner. I said, oh no, I went on let him clean my teeth. He did a wonderful job as a young guy, but I prefer hygienists because they bust your gums. They do more, And my gums did bust, but they really get down with the busting. I had my other one, she retired. She was the best in the world. But you have your specialists. You know what I'm saying? So the specialists is they can see. You know what I'm saying? They see something that nobody can see. And I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking, that's your man's responsibility to get him a side hustle. If he got a job, he need to get him a side hustle and figure out a way. You don't go to no church and ask the people. These people can be poor and hungry and ain't got no food, and you're trying to get some money from them to put you on a vacation. If that pastor invites you down there and he wants to be a blessing and send you and your wife on a vacation, then him and his wife can do that. They put their money up. You don't ask no members, because you got visitors too, and they're going to be wondering why they ask people because, you have men that are not saved, that's not filled with the Holy Ghost, with the utterance of speaking in tongues and shouting all over the church. He could be a dope boy. Dope boys cuz and Sue Woops know. Don't get mad when you gotta go. He could be a gang member. I've seen gang members take care of their baby mamas and stuff like that. And these men, they take care of their women. They spoil their women. The problem is, by the hands of who, though? Now, somebody might say, well, what's the difference there? Because, dope boy doing this and doing that. Yeah, but the thing about it is, that may be true. And there's some guys that work and do little side hustles. And some guys work a regular job and they have an ice cream truck and they sell ice cream. My dad had an ice cream truck. He had his own business. And he also had a venue selling Louisiana hot links. And he's a soul food man. So a side hustle is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, how do you have people that's out here doing stuff that's illegal, that's not good, like selling drugs? They take care of their wives. But you got to beg a church members to take your wife on a church. You're going to hell in the handbasket. Flat out. I don't care who you are. Bishop, whatever. You don't need that title if you're begging folks. The pastors are there to help the poor. Come on, somebody. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Been there since the age of 15. Seen a lot and seen everything, yeah. Been there since the age of 15. Ah la 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 la, I seen a la la la, I seen a la 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 of things and everything. Seen it all. My first lady cast that devil right off of you. She didn't care who you was. Cast it off, cast it out. They were scared of her too, so they would flee. Because they know if she got inside you and got it out, she's going to rip them apart. This is my pastor's wife, my childhood pastor. He passed away 2 years ago. So shout out to him and her and my mama, the three musketeers. Three musketeers for the Lord. All right now. So he made us to give and give unto him, not unto good works or to be seen. So your job is to feed the hungry and not just hand-me-downs. Take them shopping. Buy them something nice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bragging about things I did, all those beautiful things. And that's not even my biological grandchildren. Now, there are some churches that raise money, pay people rent, and put them in hotels. So that's wonderful. My spiritual mother had a missionary next to the church. And if your checks come there, they had vouchers to help you get your GED. But like I said, a lot of people got felonies out there. So if you're not able to get rid of the felony, the best thing I would suggest is find a way to open up a business for yourself or someone to invest in you and support you. You can find something that you can do that they have temp services that don't care about none of that kind of stuff. And you can save up, get you some transportation and start owning your own business. If it don't mean nothing, but if it ain't nothing but a piece of toilet paper, whatever, you make something out of it. But you can't come up with an idea to put some dollars in your pocket to take your wife out on a vacation. Are you serious? And then because I was giving my testimony about my life, what had happened, I had lost everything and how God had blessed me. So they figured, oh, okay, she in there with a baller, shot caller. So, she seemed like a giver, a church giver. She loved the church. She liked this church. So she's going to send these guests on vacation. Are you serious? I'll support you guys' church. I'll give a love donation, an offering. If I'm not a member, I'm not paying no tithes. Unless I just want to pay that particular church to be on some kind of watch care if I feel good about that church. It might be temporary. It might be for a while. It depends. Because I'm real picky. But I ain't looking for nothing perfect. Because, spirits everywhere. But, come on, man. Are you serious? You want somebody to pay for your guests to take their wife? That's his job as a man. I would be ashamed of my man to have to ask somebody, to ask them, to ask other people just to take me on a trip. I would be embarrassed. Not unless he got the money, he just don't want to spend it. But I would be even ashamed now. If you have the money, why would you want to bleed off of the backs of the poor to take me on a vacation? Well, it might be a millionaire up in there. They thought I was a millionaire. And then they kept looking at me, talking about, $10 here. They kept it sounded like a auction. 20 going on, 5 going on, sold to the man with the hooks on his hair. I don't want to say what Mike said. Well, it was I just sold to the man with the hooks. He got a hook on there, so I don't know. But I'm like, you ain't getting none of my man money. So you got some of these women, they'll let that man do that. And then before you know it, they got your man all in, controlling him. And you at the divorce line. You at the divorce court. Because now you can't control your man. Because he being controlled by the husband. The pastor and his wife. This particular pastor had no wife. But they had like a men's group. And they wanted my husband bad. They wanted more. And it's okay to want more men. There's nothing wrong with that. And there was one woman kept trying to get my husband to sign something. And I'm like, he's not a part of that. We don't mind supporting someone for a cause or anything like that. But you're not supposed to get him to sign something to... It was something that I disagreed with, And she kept bugging me. And I said no. Well, so I had to get aggressive like that. It's like, people don't understand. No. And she kept, trying to get me to get my man to do that. And I'm like, no, he's not doing that. I forget what it was about. But yeah, honey, I know the game, how it go. And just a lot of tricks and a bunch of mess going on. All those sneaky little snake stuff that's going on. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful where you go these days. You got to be in the right place when you start bringing your husbands and your spouses and your kids. Because I'm still trying to put them spirits on them and break up that home because they want control. So you want to make sure, and I don't care if they've been married 30, 40 years. If they've been married 30, 40 years, they know what to do. I don't mean that you belong there either. It could be somebody married for a couple of years and then be powerfully anointed. So it just depends. If she's a no-nonsense woman, she going to have your back. But if she one of them little sneaky, cunning women, you got to watch her. Because every woman ain't made to be no first lady, and every man ain't made to be no pastor. Some men need to sit there behind in the middle of the church and sit down and listen. They don't need to be pastoring. Because they just let anything go and get mad when you say something about it. Because one thing about me, if I'm going to be in, I'm going to be in all the way. And I'm going to say what I think is not right. That you need to check that, you need to correct that. Can't let that go. It's like that in the streets. They got codes. You don't do this, you don't do that. They got dress codes. They got, all this kind of stuff going on. Well, not necessarily dress codes. Some folks dress in a kind of way. But they think you being over religious. You trying to tell folks, no. Because when the Lord come back, He's going to be like, what did you do? What did you do to fix the problem? Why didn't you just let it go on? Why didn't you say something? Because I have let stuff slid because I didn't want conflict and trying to avoid problems. But it was times that I was like, said things like, no, you can't do that. Like, I don't believe in selling food in the church. That's just me. That's my pastor opened up a store next door and they had soup. Now, they did have food in the back in the kitchen. They did sell, but I was real young at the time. I didn't know no better, but I hadn't been out of state, so I never really got a chance to talk to him. But I know they had changed a lot of things as far as dress codes since I left. But you get you something next door if you want to sell it. But if you're going to have it in the church what's in the kitchen downstairs, it don't matter. It's still in the temple. So if you're going to have it downstairs, you should have hot meals for everybody for free. Home cooked meals. Ain't no $5 now. I did that one time. I went to this one church and I felt like because I had money, because I know there was times when I didn't have money. When you don't have money, it's easy to say that. But when you have money, you feel like, I don't care, I can buy it. But I had it a couple of times. I had to repent and I asked God to forgive me. I was like, Lord, I'll never do that again. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I know better. And I talked to the pastor's wife about it, and we was having like a discussion and stuff. He's like, well, you can talk to my wife. And like, he didn't want me saying that out loud. I was just saying, what if somebody didn't have no money? They needed some food. Y'all selling food. She said, well, we would get it for them. But nobody might want to tell you they ain't got no money. That's embarrassing to say, I ain't got no money. Can I get a free meal? Come on now. They shouldn't have to ask you. You shouldn't have to figure it out. You just give. You just give. It comes back in many ways, not necessarily financially. It can, but that's not what you depend on. It could just mean you getting closer to the Lord. The Lord delivering you or healing you or whatever the case may be. You doing work for the Lord. They'll send somebody your way. It'd be something totally different. It might not even be no material thing. Sometimes it is, but I wouldn't depend on that for the Lord. Because you shouldn't be selling stuff nowhere. One lady, she sings and she charges at her concerts. I don't believe gospel artists should charge. You want to make an album, put your money in and put it out there. Put it on YouTube, just put it out there. You said, well, you get paid off the views, you get paid off for so many times that they play it. I wouldn't even invest in that. If I want to invest in that, I can do that with hip hop. I can do that with gangster rap. I can do that with all kinds of thug thizzle type music. I can get on and give me that thug passion. Give me that. Thug passion. I'm not going to be doing no gospel song and charging and trying to get views and all that. You're supposed to be trying to win souls for Christ. You're not supposed to be doing it for money. If you grew up as a child and you became famous off of gospel music, I don't believe that was God's way. And I don't think that God is going to be happy about that. For all those of you that became millionaires, sorry to tell you to bust your bubble. Sorry. You should have been doing it for free. I know that sounds bizarre. But if you want to get money through do hip hop, do gangster. At least I respect the guys that are doing gangster and thug music that are out there, and even if they did sell their soul, God have mercy on them if they turn their life to God. But at least they ain't perpetrating trying to do gospel and like one person he did a gospel rap and he said something demonic. He said something demonic that was against God. Because he's around that environment. And when you're hanging around people, you eventually do what they do, and you no longer are of your identity of Christ. You become a different identity. That's why it's important to be around other believers instead of being around all the worldly people. Because they rub off on you before you know what you're doing, what they doing. Come on, somebody. That's right. Somebody's knocking and it must be Jesus. Let him in, yeah. Let him in today. To come in to stay. Let him in today. Let him in, yeah. Let him in today. Let him in. Let him in today. To come in to stay. Let him in today. Let him in. Somebody's knocking, and it must be Jesus. Somebody's knocking, and it must be Jesus. Somebody's knocking, somebody's knocking, and it must be Jesus. Let him in, yeah. Let him in today. The dollar. They talking about not making the dollar no more? For real? Are you serious? Baby, I don't like cards and I don't like coins. I like coins, but they're good for change and stuff. But just like them gold quarters and silver quarters, because I didn't know, I almost did it as a quarter when I was working at the beauty supply. And I had to think, and my supervisor was like, no, that's $1. I told my dad, I talked to my dad on the phone back in California, and I was telling my dad about it. He's like, well, I said, yeah, it's $1, but it's a coin. I'm like, for real? You got to be kidding me. I'm hanging out Sunday night, y'all. I would never do this again. I don't do Sundays. I can't say what I won't do, but I know the stuff I've been taking is giving me a nice appetite. I'm eating healthy. Chocolate chip cookie. I knew my husband had some chocolate chip cookies here somewhere. But yeah, honey. Well, this is what I'm hearing in the streets, y'all. I'm gonna hurt my husband. Go get some more now. So, if I want me some cereal, I bought me some cereal. A couple of cereals. Drink some water. Want that water to wash that wine out. All that wine. Well, it ain't good on your kidney. Yeah, you guys, so I thought I'd let y'all know what was going on. So I thought, let me go up into my second house and do my show. This is my first time doing this, my show. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little, they're like little wine candies. There's a lemon banana, a lime green, and a deep dark orange. And over here is a blue. And then there's a lemon, pineapple type. And in the middle is like a melon color, almost like a melon. Yeah, almost like watermelon mixed with melon. Yeah, so hope y'all was able to see that. Whew, I got to work. Last night I did some sit-ups. I did some leg ups. I did some leg back ups. You know, it lifts in the back. You know, it lifts in the back. Do like a back lift. And then I did my arm exercises. I be loving to do my arm exercises. Good for the chest and the heart. You know, my husband gives the most wonderful massage. I told him, you should have been a physical therapist. So, yeah, this is what I'm hearing. So, you know, this is just really no time for. And y'all see my Christmas papers my husband got there, so beautiful, different colors. I hope y'all able to see them. Green, red, another red, in white and red and gold. So we're gonna have a wonderful Christmas. I got myself these ear. I got me an early Christmas gift here, and then my husband got me all these lipsticks. Sangre. I picked out the colors. He bought me a whole bunch of perfume oils. This was before Christmas though. It's like a gift. He just buys me gifts sometimes. But this is my early Christmas gift. Beautiful box. Yeah, and like a gold long chain with a little round circle at the bottom and a little soft little thing here. Yeah, we in the last days. Then they talking about food drying up. Also too, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you guys go because it's getting kind of late. They were talking about the trains not gonna be able to deliver food because the railroad people are upset because they can't get a 3-week vacation for rest. That's what I wanted to tell you. I knew it was something I wanted to tell you. Yeah, that's what they said. They said that the railroads, this was on YouTube News or something. They said this was a regular news on YouTube, and they said something about because they wasn't getting the money that they wanted. It was supposed to be a vote or something. I don't know how they go. And they refused to get them 10 to 15 days because they're working on the railroads. They're constantly driving on the regular, which is understandable. So I think 15 days is acceptable for vacation. They said vacation. I think they said 50-day vacation. I don't know if they said 15-day something, but rest or something. I don't know. But they probably don't have that many people. So when you don't have that many people, they start to be cutting back on the little vacations and stuff. So now I'm hearing, according to the world news, independent journalism here, black news, multi-nationality, multi-variety, every nationality, you know what I'm saying, type of news, entertainment, spirituality, you know what I'm saying, that they won't be able to deliver no food if these people don't work. So now you're dealing with that, and then you're dealing with these other countries and all that drama, talking about grains and certain type of grains, So we want to try to get as many seeds as possible to try to last us for several years, not a couple of weeks. I told my husband, you got your water, I'm moving my water into my other house. And I touch my water, it's going to be every for shizzle, my nizzle, for himself. Okay? I'm sorry. You, man. And I had used some of his water because he had used some of my water. I'm like, dude, you use my water, I'm going to use your water flat out. It's going to be even Steven. I might use a couple of more for interest because don't touch my water. That's on the real because I'm listening to the news. So I still got to have him go out and get me some more water. So when you go get me that water, get yours because when people run out of water, they want your water. And it's going to be couples that's going to be fighting over water. Look, didn't I tell you go get your water, homeboy or homegirl? You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be getting into it, and they ain't going to be lovey-dovey. You better give me your water. You know what I'm saying? Give me your one. Who's the water? I need water. I don't care. I don't care who you are to me. You give me water. I do not care. You be like, get back home, boy. You should have got your water for nizzle, my shizzle, my nizzle. You should have got your own water, bro. But I thought we love each other. Yeah, we do love each other. But right now, it's survival, baby. No, I'm playing. But it can get crazy. I'm telling you, this is what I'm here. They are not going to be delivering food due to these people not giving them their 15-day rest vacation. So I hear they're supposed to be striking. And this is all allegedly. This is what I heard through the news, some little YouTube news, whatever. I don't know how true that is. So I'm just saying what I heard on the street. I don't want to paint no kind of narrative. So when they talking about food, it's going to be shortage. There's not going to be that much food in the store. We've been hearing that for a long time. But there's a lot of stores that do have a lot of food. But we don't know what the time frame is. And then the meats, you got to be careful with the meats because if there's shortages and you're hearing a lot of things going on with the animals and stuff like that. So it's important that you want to eat more fruits and vegetables, powdered fruit, gel, gummy fruits with no sugar in it. That's natural, just natural sugar, that you can suck on because you want to prevent cavities from your teeth. So you want to start eating more healthier grits. I do have like a turkey, bacon or whatever, but I'm back. That's every now and then, shrimp. I'm cutting back like real, and it's helping me. I feel better. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I wake up earlier now, and sometimes I'll go back to sleep if I have nothing to do. But if I have something to do, I get up. But yeah, this is what I'm hearing. That's what they said. And then so Canada is allowing people to come through, and because they want their commodity supplies, they want to get their stuff. So they've changed rules now. It's like, okay, you come on in, you ain't got to do this rule, that rule, whatever was going on. You know what I'm saying? With Dracula, you know what I'm saying? Bite with the Dracula bite. All this is allegedly. This is what I heard on the news. So this is world events of what I hear is going on in the world. These are signs of the time. The weather's changing. It's unusual weather, but the Lord is allowing it. However, whatever is going on. So, um, you have different laws. Things change. So we just have to pray that those who are followers of Christ for His mercy and grace and forgiveness to He wants you to be able to go get those people that are lost and bring them to Him, because they're winning more souls right now. They're winning more souls and they're delivering to the enemy. These people are leaving this world like flies and they ain't even getting a chance to even reach 50, because the demons are operating through other demonic forces to get rid of these folks. So he's doing the devil himself is doing depopulation. Okay? He doing depopulation himself. Okay? So, and it is what it is. You got to have discernment to be able to see. So, we don't know everything. We can't, some things we think we know that we don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. But it's bad when you think that you know and you think that you're right, but you're not right and you really lost. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You're really lost in the la la land. And you feel like, oh, because it's a bloodline of confusion and darkness. And the Bible says where there is confusion, there's envy and strife and every evil work. And you can't use what things like no weapon formed against me. You can't use Bible verses and you're not with the Lord. And I'm not necessarily saying living exactly holy about everything, but you're not a follower of Him. You don't believe in Him. So if you don't believe in Him, you're not a follower of Him, and you don't believe that He's the Son of God, He is one with God, then don't stay away from the Bible. Go to something else. Because you're trying to conflict and confuse the Bible and change it around. The Bible says do not add or take away. So go somewhere else with that nonsense, or surrender all according to the Bible and what it says. The old man did this and man did that. It doesn't matter. God is not the author of confusion. He's going to not lead you to be trying to search around for 1,000 different books and going crazy. So there's a lot of missing books and blah, blah, blah. Well, if they are, the Lord will let us know. He would let us know about it. He didn't have us all this so crazy stuff going on. And I understand, like I say, people try to make Jesus out to be he's white. Jesus is not white. You know what I'm saying? Black folks say he's black. Some people, I thought he was a black Jew. I thought he was gold brass, but the Bible said it was dark as tar with wool hair, so that it could be a black Jew. His nationality could be a black Jew. Who's up there above? Up there at the top. Must be something on my roof. My husband gotta fix that crack up there. I got a crack in my ceiling. I don't want no animal, because this used to be an animal land. So it's like wild animals out here. This used to be country. Something crawling around on my roof. Yeah, I'm gonna see if my adopted son can seal that up. Oh shoot! Something scared the crap out of me. I tell you, I see all kind of wild animals, and then I seen some rats. They look like dogs. They didn't even look like no regular rats. They were walking like animals. They like, this our land, y'all on our territory, okay? The birds too. They're like, hey, this was our stuff first. Who you think you is? The squirrels too. Now my cat, he holds it down. He holds himself down. Yeah, so this is what I'm hearing. That they're gonna stop making the money and all this other crazy stuff that's going on with the food and the trains not delivering food and stuff, and the water dried up. Now it's not dried up and something else going on crazy or something. So, we just got to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna do no good to have all these things and this, that, and the other. Shoot, if it's gonna be flooded out, because I'm hearing that it's gonna be all flooded out because when you mess with nature, if it releases because you're trying to press something. So I don't know, if the enemy is doing that, then the Lord is allowing the enemy to do that. Him and his uh, dark forces. So yeah, this is a definite evening. This is the evening. It is dark outside, if you guys can see, out here in Detroit. And it is bloody cold, baby. It is bloody cold. And you can see over there in my curtain, there's no sunlight there. You see that? Those are my burgundy see-through sheer. Very beautiful curtains. Very beautiful curtains, very soft, very thin. See how it's dark outside? See that? It's dark. It's got dark in there. Yeah, it's dark out there, honey. It's dark. Yep. So I thank you guys again for watching the multi-variety show. Hotty Totty back on the rampage again, baby. Doing the hood style. That's right. But in the last days, nothing we can do about it. All you can do is try to make a difference for the Lord, no matter wherever you go. Stand firm, and stand for what the real truth is and what it really is, and do your best to try to live it. I know I'm trying, because this ain't no game. This is real. People, when they find out the truth, it's going to be too late. That's the trouble part about it. Everybody got their own thing. Oh, this, everybody got their own opinion. Oh, people say this person say that. But when the truth come out for what it really is, whoever was right, hey, put it that way, whoever was right, they gonna see what's what. So, and I don't have no doubt about what I know, what I believe. So, I don't know, tell other people. But Israel had those old-fashioned walls from 2,000 years ago. And the guy was showing it was like in 3D. It was really nice. His name is something. He's some guy. He comes on, but he was showing Israel, and it was all those old, thousands of years brick. It just had so much history. And when you looked at it, it was like 3D. You felt like you was actually there in that time. No matter when you was born, you felt your body, just your spirit, just traveled 2,000-3,000 years ago, and you just felt it. Like, wow, you were there. So I like that guy because he gives you good content where you feel like you're there if you can't afford to go there or you can't get a passport because you have a record or something like that. So I just thought that was very beautiful. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys again for watching the Multi Variety Show. If you love my shows, any of my shows, freestyle, mix it up, mixing and miking it up, garden tour for an evening with Heidi, her beauty secret flower tonic mix. And there was a part 2 and house flowers, looking around the house flowers, picking flowers, and food, growing food, that healthy food, bell peppers, green onions, chives, So I'm going to be growing cucumbers, blackberries, blueberries. Blueberries is like a medicine from what I heard. You can make the blueberry juice. I didn't like it when I made it with the water. I like it with the oat milk. It's really good. It tastes like a milkshake. When I put it with the water, it's like water. And you got to put the right amount of water, but putting water in it, period, takes away the sweetness, the natural sweetness. But the oat milk I like because it don't have no sugar in it, but like 2, 3, 4, 5 grams of sugar. Thank you guys for watching the Multi Variety Show, An Evening with Heidi, and support the show. If you like the show, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification, and check me out on Facebook, Heidi Wilkerson, Totsy, Totsy with parentheses around it, and as well as Instagram, Golden Rose or the Golden Rose Girl, and you will see me in a golden mink shawl. I am also wearing black on Facebook, and that is Heidi Wilkerson Totsy as well. So I don't think nobody sent me messages on that one, but I'll mostly be on the one with the blue Indian wrap scarf, and as well as the gold mink shawl. So check me out if you're interested in any crowns. I am giving away free chokers, head crowns for male and female, bling, and things and everything. And I can also do plain. I do plain. It doesn't have to be bling. So You know, I'm into the bling bling and things and everything. So I do plain too. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. And but I'm giving them away free for the holiday if someone supports the show by sending a $20 love gift to my talk show on Evening with Heidi or more. Depending on what you give, you will get a head crown. One that will have a crown on it, and the men's will also be special. I will be doing some black and silver for the men. I think I did a black. No, I did black, silver, and blue, dark blue, and light blue. This time I'm just doing straight black and silver with more silver and lots of black. So it's gonna be bling. It's gonna be a bling mix. I think. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I might just do it by itself. It depends on how thin it is. Because the other one was so thin, I couldn't. The needle was thin. It was slowing me down. I said I'll never get this done. So I just put it with one of my thick ones, and I start going real fast like lightning, like try to get it over with. So I'm gonna add that melon to it. So I'm probably gonna take that downstairs with me. So thank you guys again for watching An Evening with WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show on a YouTube hood near you. That's right. Stay tuned for more arts and crafts and, entertainment and more, spirituality and more. What's going on in the church? Is the church surrendering to the world? Is the church bowing down to the world? We have gospel artists saying ungodly things. People are, one guy never even rapped before. He's rapping now, talking about bowing certain things, bowing down to demonic forces. And it's, oh my God, just not talking right at all. So the church, we are losing the church by dozens because the people that are in the church are not taking a stand for what's right. They're going along to get along at the expense of other people falling and just doing what they want in the world. Everybody want to be in entertainment. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to be fancy. Everybody want to be like the world. Everybody want to talk about other people that's in the entertainment world to use them as a way of getting through to people when they're doing concerts, when you don't need to mention them at all. Your job is to reach them, to win them. You are to set an example for the Lord. That's right. So support the show if you like the show. Most people say, oh, support my show. And you don't even like the show. But if you like any of the shows, mix it up. Birthday mix, Christmas. And are we doing another Christmas for 2022? So go back and check out my shows from not that far. 2019. I was like 1999. No. 2019. Yes. So my Cash App, if you have Cash App, is $Queen Heidi 701. $ capital QUEEN capital HEIDI 7up1. And your donations will be much loved. And like I said, $20 or more, and you will get a beautiful head crown, chokers for the women, hand wrists for male and female, head crowns for male and female. If you want a halter top, you're a woman, let me know what color you want, and I'll let you know. If I don't have the color, I'll let you know. You can send a deposit for me to get the colors that you need, and with the love donation of $20, depending on how much. If it's a halter, it's probably going to be worth $45. So with the love gift of $45, you'll get that. So I'm not selling them right now, but I will be selling them very soon. So I'm just doing love donations for my show. Gifts for gifts, gift to my show and a Christmas gift to you. And if you tell somebody about it and they spend $45 on my talk show, if they donate, let me rephrase that. If they donate $45 or more, you will get a head crown for free. That is worth $45. That's right. You'll get that value, and I will mail it to your address, wherever you are located. Thank you for watching An Evening with Heidi this Sunday. Sunday Talk. I guess I'll call it Sunday Talk. I don't know. Sunday Talk, World Talk. I hope they don't boot this one off and it don't go up, because you gotta watch what you say with these folks. Free speech being taken. You gotta watch what you say. You can't even say certain things now. I mean, come on, man. This world is definitely coming to end. You can't even talk no more. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching An Evening with WIT Heidi on a YouTube hood near you. Thank you and support the show. Have a wonderful Sunday evening. Bye.